Now we have senior Indian journalist, political analyst and activist Kanchan Gupta joining us on the phone line. We have our political editor Kartikeya Sharma joining us on the broadcast as well. Kartikeya, go ahead.
Thank you, Krishna. Mr. Gupta, you were also part of the Prime Minister's office when Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the helms of affair between 1999 and 2004. Sir, can you please share us your experience of working closely with Prime Minister Atal Bihari, former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee?
Well, three things about him that stood out as a leader was that he had great clarity of mind. He knew what he wanted. He gave a listening to everybody. He heard out everybody. But end of the day, he did precisely what he wanted to do. Two, he was a team player. He needed people around him who could not just second guess him, but who could try and give him new ideas, who could help him flesh out his ideas, and even people who could just stand up to him and tell him that this is a rotten idea, it is not going to work. And lastly, I think he was a great human being. Being a leader is not enough. Being a visionary is not enough. Being someone who has ideas is not enough. Or for that matter, being a prime minister is not enough. He had tremendous capacity to sort of reach out to people, to be with the people, and it was his human side that sustained him during his long years, decades in the opposition, and comparatively a very, very short period in government. I think, the unfortunate part was that he became Prime Minister too late in his life and too late in India's journey since independence. If he had come in earlier, maybe we could have been way ahead of where we are today. Thank you.
Mr. Gupta, before we leave you, Atal Bihari Vajpayee was a poet, orator, foodie, politician, administrator, all rolled into one. He was many things in one person. How did that make him a different person to work with?
No, but that is precisely the point which I was making, that he had many facets to himself. I mean, his personality was not just driven by politics or just by the desire to be in the race. He would take time off to just be with friends. He would take time off to be with himself. He would take time off to be with his family. And he would take time off to be just with party colleagues, strategizing, thinking politics, doing politics. So it was not just a person who was consumed by politics 24/7. That said, I think the foundational part of Atalji's life, when he was seconded to the Bharatiya Jansangh, that in a sense helped him fashion worldview, which was unique, because those were early days when an effort was made to find something which was an alternative to the Congress. So those things all mattered, and the people with whom he grew, stalwarts like Bhairav Singh Shekhawat, Lal Kishan Advani, all that mattered. So it complete person. I mean, somebody who had